safe area.
Hello agents and welcome to Shadow Gaming. So today I'm going to be talking about something a little different than the Division 1 and 2. Keep in mind that it will loop back and relate to the Division 1 and 2, but this is also a very personal story of mine that I've been dying to share with my audience. I have my daily targeted loot allocation video up right now, and I will leave a link to that in the description below. And my Division 2 Year 1 review should be out in the next couple days. I'm still working on it. Sorry that it's getting a little late. This is going to be about my personal life, what I've been going through in this crazy movie storyline that became my life somewhat recently. So I started this channel back in 2012. In 2019, I found an animator on Twitter, King ALG, who has done some wonderful work at creating my artwork for the channel and my website, and will always be grateful to him, and he's a friend that I talk to this day. So this channel started with me just uploading videos, helping other agents, and sometimes just to help Massive and Ubisoft with the bugs and glitches, exploits, sometimes computer problem fixes, and the infamous startup problem with the Division 1 when you purchased it on Steam with the fix included. Somehow that reached over 15,000 views, and I'm really happy this helped so many agents and also helped me along the way. Now my channel has turned into this. I want a career in either YouTube, video pre or post production, graphic design, or anything tech related would even make me enjoy my career far more than my last career, which I will elaborate on very soon. As I grew up teaching myself all of this and much more as a child on Windows 95, self-taught and professionally taught, so I have a mix of both like most probably do. Mostly self-taught through the PC, Mac, and video, audio, and image pre- and post-production, along with many other skills in tech and PC. I even used to be a video games journalist for bonafidegames.com, although at the time I was only 15, so I had to lie and say I was 18 to get the job. They paid for my Blockbuster unlimited rentals per month, and yeah, over 10 years ago, Blockbuster was way bigger and had a membership of unlimited rentals per month. Anyway, I loved it. Did this for almost 2 years until I started college at 17 years old. I have no idea if they have went the way most game journalists have with the pussy political correctness, cancel culture, way too politically involved, and generally just toxic community of reviewers and game journalists, or like the Quartering likes to say, game journalists, where politics and video games just don't mix. It's a good game or not. It's real news on upcoming games or more Fallout 76 drama. Not whatever the hell it is now. But you gotta give credit where credit's due. There still are some game journalists out there that actually know what they're doing. They're just a little harder to find. Anyway, I got off track. I apologize. To my current situation and what has happened to my life in 2019, in the middle of the year, which turned my life and my family's lives upside down. For the past 6 years or so, I was a local truck driver. I was making $28.50 an hour. It was something I could do to give my wife and our first child, our son, a financial security and safety net where she could just be a stay-at-home mom she always wanted to be, and she loved it. This is also when I got sober from morphine. I was taking up to 200 milligrams a day. Opioids are extremely serious, and these doctors were asleep to this issue for the past few decades or longer and threw it around like candy and didn't have a problem being paid to write scripts for cash. That doesn't excuse my behavior, but wow, it was insane. I've been told to not share this part of my life on YouTube, but fuck it. This was a big part of my life, and leaving it out made no sense in this video, especially since video games greatly helped me get sober, and to this day I still love them, especially the Division 1 and 2. I've struggled with opioid addiction since I was 15. I'm 29 now, and I've been sober since before my son was born, over 7 years ago. I just couldn't let go of the pills until my son was on his way to our new home. And growing up, my father died when I was 8 years old to the West Nile virus, so I understand then and now just how important it is to have a father in the household, along with the mother. My life was perfect, yet so heavily afflicted by my own problems with opioids that I could have just fixed more than 7 years ago and wish I had, or could, or had the strength to. But I just couldn't let go until my son was weeks from being born. And to anyone interested, do I have the craziest, most ridiculous stories from that 6-year drug-fueled stage of my life. But anyway, this is when I got my life in gear. I found a career in local truck driving, making over $1,000 a week, so I could afford to keep my family safe financially at the very least, and full benefits, and have 40 to 60 hours a week to work. Since I'm actually a very, very hard yet smart worker, I enjoy working, and I believe all men, or most men, have a strong urge to stay working and be productive as much as possible. Women too, but men more so, I think. Well, in May of 2019, I was accused of something terrible while on the job. Driving to LA and back, 3 days later, I end up on unpaid leave and no idea what's going on. So I wait about a month, thinking the justice system will prevail, but at last, it never did. It just continued to railroad me and do this in the background, so only an attorney could dig all this up. So I got an attorney. Over the next few months, I couldn't find work because of the pending charge they had on me for something I didn't even do. This was extremely scary, frustrating, and depressing. I couldn't work anymore or keep my family financially stable and secure. It was tearing me apart, and my family as well. Meanwhile, my 2019 brand new car is repossessed, leaving me and my family without transportation. My bills piled up. My credit score went from 812 to 480. I have no income. The past 7 years, since age 21 to 22, and even going back as far as to 15 years old, I've always worked. Now I'm at home every day, hence why my channel has way more uploads, usually daily. I have the time now more than ever. When I was working, I would work from 3 p.m. in the afternoon to 2 or 3 in the early morning, 5 days a week. I would come home and collect as much footage as I could and go to sleep. Then wake up earlier to edit and produce a video for my channel and subscribers, then back to work. I was burning the candle at both ends at that time, and I still loved it, and it didn't let me affect my work or family life somehow. My wife and kids are so amazing. They're always there for me and vice versa. All I wanted was to work that 60 hours a week, and in between all of that, make videos that I was passionate about, which at the time and still is the Division 1 and 2 content. Off track a little, sorry about that. Anyway, I find a truck driving job and get it and work it for about 3 months until DMV sends a letter saying my Class A license is being suspended for a year. So I had 3 weeks to work, then turn in my truck and go back home. Unemployed and unemployable since this pending charge is on my record now, and my commercial section of my license is suspended for a year. So I lost my ability to make income at this point for at least a year. Things get even worse at this point. I'm almost at the end of the rope. My DMV hearing is coming up next week, and with all the proof I have nothing to do with this incident, hopefully all will go well, and 3 attorneys to represent me. But if it doesn't, things will get worse on top of everything else. So the pressure and anxiety and stress are reaching a peak level at this point. I am also getting sued in a way that directly comes from this wrongful charge and accusation. And my 3 attorneys are on that as well. Without the insurance company having to represent me, if I lost somehow, my family would lose our fully paid off house and probably garnish my wages for I don't even know how long, maybe forever, depends on the outcome of it if I somehow failed to prove that I did not do this, which I didn't. But because of the Zurich insurance policy, the insurance company must pay for all of it. But it should not come to this. The evidence they have against me is laughable. And between my family and friends and lawyers, no one can understand how they did this. Being railroaded by a law enforcement officer or detective is like sleep paralyzation, except I can awake from it triumphant knowing I am innocent. So the past 4 months or so has been a living nightmare. And there are only two things that make me feel passionate, good, and happy, not hopeless or looking forward to life and not in a standstill limbo. And that is, of course, my wife and our son and daughter. They will always be the most important people, things, everything in my life. But the second most important thing is this YouTube channel and the Division 1 and the Division 2. It kind of sounds silly to someone that might not understand this game, but those people probably aren't watching this video. And if you are, here is why I attached to the Division 1 and 2, even if I didn't make content on YouTube for the Division. This game kept me from going into full panic mode. This game kept me cool and calm and collective. It kept me from losing my mind while I could focus on content creation and most of all, just enjoy the games. The Division community has been vastly helpful as well, and well beyond the Division subreddit, r/the Division. The people I have matchmade with, the content creators I've reached out to and befriended along the way and play with. I think without this game, I would be in a much worse state right now, especially if I couldn't upload videos I work hard as fuck on. For me and the viewers and subscribers, I would feel a lot more empty inside, so thank you. Sure, I would love to have enough watch hours to be monetized. Unfortunately, it will take a while to get monetized for me. I need another 3,000 watch hours. That's gonna be tough, even with daily videos. The most views I get are between 30 to 500 views per video. It just really varies. But reaching that goal of that 3,000 more watch hours would definitely boost me up to make better and better content. But that's besides the point. I just love making these videos, especially gaming, but anything really. So this channel is therapeutic to me in a sense, especially at this point in my life, and makes me believe in myself that I can start over with a new career, possibly in tech, production, animation, graphic design, etc. Something I actually love to do. Unlike local truck driving, which was good money, and I enjoyed it for what it was, especially listening to Division 1 and 2 videos, and creepypastas and internet mysteries and so on, knowing before I can even retire, I would be most likely replaced by a self-driving truck with how fast this technology is advancing. So I've always been reaching back to what I love and am passionate about, and what I could possibly do as a career one day. I doubt YouTube unless I can get those watch hours, but that's a long road ahead. For anyone still listening, this is mostly just me getting a lot of pain and suffering off of my chest and letting all my subscribers and viewers into my life more and get a little bit more glimpse into what's going on if you're interested. So thank you if you are still listening. It's coming to a close soon. Anyway, this started as and still is a passion project. It's therapeutic. It's something I want to do as a career also. This or something in tech. The one talent I actually have besides hard manual labor. And it's been incredible creating content this year. I've been pretty depressed and down for months now, but I try to keep my head up most days. And usually I do, but some days it gets rough. I know each day, like I have stated earlier in this video, I have two things that keep me calm and collected and not slipping into a depression or sadness or worse. My family and the Division 1 and 2. My family is obvious. My wife has always been there for me over the 9 years of our marriage. And my son and daughter are doing very well and love me, and I love them. The best part of this nightmare is I get to spend so much more time with my wife and children, and I'm taking advantage of that every day I can. And the Division as a game, and solely as a game, has been so helpful in keeping me focused and feeling better, and just enjoying life a lot more. And creating content on the Division 1 and 2 has been a godsend as well, and gives me hope that what I'm doing one day will lead me to a brighter future with my family, where I have the career I want and am passionate about. And agents, I am pushing myself every day to make better content and learn more and more by the day. Alright agents, thanks for listening. And to any subscribers or viewers, this has been uplifting and helpful for myself, and I apologize if this wasn't the video you were looking for. If you can relate to any or all of this, any of it, or this helps agents better understand my channel and videos, then I've done my job for myself and my viewers and subscribers. This has been a personal life story that I've been dying to let out for so many months now, and I decided this morning I would. Hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching Shadow Gaming. And my name is Austin.